Attention, another impressive flagrant. Security cameras captured the exact moment when two armed criminals tried to rob a motorcyclist in broad daylight. What they didn't know was that the victim wasn't an ordinary citizen, it was a police officer. And the outcome, my friends, was fatal for the two suspects. It was mid-afternoon, the street seemingly calm. Security cameras installed in front of a business captured the movement. Until that moment, nothing unusual. Suddenly, two motorcycles come into the frame. One of them, a large displacement bike with only one rider. Right behind, another motorcycle, this time with two men. A third bike also appears, but unrelated to what was about to happen. On the bike with two riders were the criminals. They were following the victim, who was riding the larger motorcycle. In just a few seconds, they announced the robbery. The motorcyclist suddenly slows down. The braking is so sharp that the suspects overshoot several meters ahead. The passenger gets off, armed, and moves toward the motorcyclist. The victim, with quick reflexes, abandons the bike and immediately steps back. The driver of the suspect's motorcycle also gets off to assist his partner. It seemed like the moment when the criminals believed they had control of the situation. But the story changes right there. The motorcyclist, who had stepped back to mislead them, reveals who he really is: a police officer. The cameras don't capture the exact instant, but he draws his weapon and opens fire on the suspects. The first one goes down, hit. The second tries to flee with the motorcycle but doesn't get far. The officer fires again, hits the suspect, who loses control, drops the motorcycle, and tries to escape on foot. Cameras from another angle show the scene. Even wounded, the suspect still tries to run, but the officer acts firmly and manages to neutralize him, preventing any reaction. It was the end of the line for the duo. A scene that looks like an action movie, but it's the harsh reality of our country. The officer's courage and intelligence prevented him from becoming just another statistic. He acted with strategy, stepped back to avoid being discovered, reacted at the right time, and managed to take two criminals off the streets. The result? Officer unharmed, two assailants down, and the certainty that afternoon the law spoke louder.